I have a hot tip for you. Have you ever found yourself working on your desktop and you just find this hot mess of a clutter? Yeah, this is where I found myself recently as I was doing a new install. And so I have this hot tip for you because it might be helping you if you're also working on a Mac like me. So, natively, default, anytime you do screenshots or screen recordings, they're gonna go onto your desktop on your Mac. But you can do a simple right click and say sort by name, kind, date added, modified, date created. I like to say date added so that chronologically it stacks them up inside my desktop and I can kind of see them. Oh, that was the last one I grabbed and I can use it whether I'm going into Photoshop or Canva or iMovie, wherever it is that I'm using this screen grab. Now you can take it a step further. If you already have folders organized and created on your desktop, you can right click and you can say use stacks. Watch this magic. Boop. Yeah, just like that, everything goes nice and neat and organized into stacks of folders. So you do have to have those folders created first on that desktop in order for this to work. Now, here's another little hot tip. I like to actually organize my folder and create a folder that says screenshots on it so that every time I do a screenshot, the Command Shift number 5 or number 4 also will get you to that menu, all of those screenshots and recordings go into that, let me point the right way, that folder, the screenshots folder. I even put a little icon on there so that I can visually see it when I need to. Now, before I go into that screenshots folder and show you how to create that yourself, I want to show you another thing. You can color code your folders. If you right click on them, you can say customize folder and change the color coding of your folders so that you can quickly look and see, oh, there's that folder. That's the one I was looking for. And it just gives you visual clues when you're looking around your new folders. So that's a very fun one. But if you wanted to have organization and have one labeled for screenshots, much like I do, you don't have to label it that, but anything you want to label it to, let me show you how to do that. You're going to right click, you're going to say create new folder on your desktop. It'll come into right there, bottom right hand corner. It's going to be untitled folder and you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name mine Designify. All right, so I have my folder. I'm going to change it to purple. So now I have another second purple folder on my desktop. Now, when I do the Command Shift number 5, like I said, I'm on a MacBook, it's going to bring up this options bar. Now, this bar has a lot of fun little options in there. We'll go through them together, but the one I want to focus on right now is the one that's left to the capture button, right? So you can set how you're screen recording, screen grabbing, however you're setting those parameters, but I want to focus on the options. There's a little down caret here. Now in there, you'll notice the checkbox of where my destination of my screen recordings and my screen captures are going into that screenshots folder with that little icon that I told you, my little emoji. I can visually see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Now, if I wanted to change that location, all I have to do is go down to other locations. Now, if you've never done this before and you're right clicking on your desktop for the first time, it's going to be checked off right here at desktop. That's what got you into this hot mess to begin with. It natively defaults to that desktop checkbox. So let's say I want to change the location now. All right, I don't want it into my screenshots folder. I want it into that Designify purple folder that I just made over there. So I'm going to say to other locations. Now remember, we got into this menu by Command Shift number 5. In that other locations, it's going to navigate to, well, right now it defaults to my desktop. I could also change it to documents, downloads, or anywhere else on my iCloud that I want to go to. But right now I'm going to keep on my desktop. And notice you see my color coded folders there. And one of the first ones that pops up is that purple Designify folder. I'm going to say choose. And the way that you're going to check to see if it took is going back into that options panel. Now in there, that's where I see my little checkbox of Designify. It's going to that folder. So good. Let's see. Let's do a quick screenshot here so that we can test if it's working. All right, I'm going to pose. Oh, I did a timer. I did a timer by accident. I'm going to do that again because look at that. There's an options here for timer and it slid from none to 5 seconds. And that's what just tripped me up. So I'm going to go back to none and then I'm going to do my capture now. All right, now it took. Notice down there at that bottom left corner next to hot tip, over there, it showed a little preview of it. It came up and then it flew away. And now it's going to land inside that Designify folder because I routed it there. Let's check it. I'm going to go into Designify folder. It's right here in the desktop. The purple one, I'm going to double click, and there's those three that I just took, one with a timer. There I am laughing about the timer, and there we are. So that is how I just moved it and relocated it to the folder of my choice. So let me take you one more step by showing you that preview window, that little image that happened down at the bottom right-hand corner. It kind of previews it, and then it flies away. That to me is like a visual, like, oh yeah, okay, I did it. It captured it. Cool. I can even click on it and space bar and look at it real quick and decide, oh wait, I gotta retake it. So I could trash it or I could retake it. If I open up that panel again, that options panel, again, Command Shift number 5, you will navigate to this panel. In here is a couple other checkboxes. That's where that show floating thumbnail is found, right here. Show floating thumbnail. That's that preview of what I showed you. And then you can remember the last selection. You can have that on. You could even set a timer. I like timers. Those are fun. Right now I have none because it's just the enter. Myself, I trigger it when I press enter. But you could do a 5 second if you were trying to pose with both hands, maybe like this, and you had no other finger to go hit the enter button. So there's a lot of several little fun options in here that should help you when you are organizing and getting on top of your folders. But this will help you trim time off of what it is that you are working on. Because anytime you get on top of your folders, on top of your files, your screenshots, good Lord, there's a lot of screenshots when I work. That's just how I work. And so when I'm extracting something out or an example, they tend to stack up and they just get a little, woof, there's a lot going on. And so sometimes we got to take a Saturday, we got to reorganize, kind of move things around so that we know where to go find. Another tip I'll tell you is go into your screenshots folder and clean it up every now and then. I like to go in at least once a month and delete the pieces that I want because if I already uploaded them into a file on Canva or a file on Photoshop, then I don't need that screenshot anymore. I could take it to the trash bin and then empty the trash bin. So all of these little parts and pieces should help you just trim some time off of your budget when you're working through your files, through your screenshots, and getting on top of your organization. All right. Well, I hope that tip helps you. And that's it for me today. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Collision of minds, a creative expansion. Make it ripple.